Oh, dear traders, hello and good afternoon. I had this screen off because I was recording and it was earlier this morning and it was dark. I forgot to switch it back on. All right, what this is going to be is an end of month update. Let us just go to the macro account. Okay, so I've got two accounts very similar to this. It's just going to load with pretty much the same in it. So what you see here is pretty much duplicated on another account as well. It's just not linked. All right, it's on. I think I'm with SamTradeFX and Oanda. All right, so this is what's going on. There was that, and then there was that, and it was sort of flat because I had this trade that was in May. I didn't take that trade in May, but it closed in May. It was that trade, and then there was this trade, and that was the Aussie dollar. So the reason why it's a little bit more is I do actually have it. You can see the equity there, so that's what's going on. So yes, it was a little disappointing. It was slightly positive. Um, there are a couple of opportunities missed, and it is what it is. Guys, I've been a little bit, honestly, I've probably been a little lazy in regards to a few things. My backtesting, which backtesting really helps me personally. Now, I understand, people, they do talk about backtesting not being valuable, and some people love it, some people hate it. It can be a little polarizing in the trading community. But what I will say is that if whatever works for you, just make sure you do it. And I've been complacent. I've honestly been doing other things, and that does affect the trading. And probably doing too much outside of trading, and being fatigued, and not being available when I really should be. And there are a couple opportunities I missed on, and it's not the end of the world, but it helps to do these videos because it just sort of it helps me just be accountable, because it'd be very easy just to sort of have this month and not learn from it. And I'm just showing you guys what's going on. Obviously it's a small account. I'm trying to build consistency, and what I am trying to do is there are a couple of Aussie trades. So I went short Aussie, then long, but got out of the Aussie because the stop was quite tight, and then it's taken off. Now it's actually taken off pretty strongly. So, oh boy, it is. When I really reflect on it, when you look back, it's just like, well, this was really not a short, Scott. Go higher time frame, just given my work schedule, I should have done. And it's all just a couple of mistakes in the month can go from positive to negative. But just thinking and reflecting, what I'm lacking is just the ability to recognize the setups, and I need more practice. That's just something that I need. So I'm going to be implementing more of that. I'm going to be putting out videos on that as well. I've already done the watch list video too, guys, and I just strongly encourage developing traders. And honestly, I mean, I'm still developing, but I've just gained some more experience. So as you gain more experience, you tend to know when there's a good setup, and you've just got to take those setups, even if it's been a little bit challenging that month. As long as you haven't completely blown things out. And for me, for example, if I have two losing trades in a day, I won't continue to trade. But normally that never helps me. When I've taken two losing trades, my mind is not clear. I'm impulsive, and I rush in. Decision making is poor. And also what I need to work on is respecting just the price action and the technicals, because there's a lot of news going on, and I'm sort of getting a little paralyzed by that, in a sense that I'm overthinking things. For example, the Euro US dollar move, where I was like, oh, what's going on? There's stuff going on here, the US, what's going to happen with the US dollar, and I just overthought it, and I wasn't even watching the chart. And it's really taken off. So I just have to keep my mind clear and not overthink things. Because as you can see, I haven't really been on top of things. As you can see, I'm losing. When I do lose, I lose less. But when I win more. But I need to start winning a bit more though. Okay, and it does look. And I know a lot of people don't watch this, and you're probably thinking, Scott, I mean, why do you continue to put these videos out? I'd like to think I have seen some progress. I am managing some money. Consistency is still somewhat of an issue. So I think for me, it's knowing when to hold a valid trade and then not getting in on just the noise. Because I don't mind going down to the 1 hour, but the 1 hour, it's you can do the 1 hour really, I find, if you're free all the time. Okay? But if you're not, you're going to miss some key setups, and then the trades that you got into when you could get into them, just given the schedule, they weren't winning trades, which is normal. Like, you can't win all the time. And especially with the vulnerabilities of what's going on right now in the markets, there's quite a lot of fluctuations. But then if you're not available at those other times and you miss them, then it's like, well, what do you expect? And I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. But yeah, what I would say, and what I'm going to be implementing now, I'm going to be reviewing more extensively, because I do journal and screenshot, and I just sort of do it, and now it's just habitual. It's not actually, I'm not reflecting, and I'm not really learning, and I'm doing snippets of all sorts of things, and I'm in chat groups, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good idea, and it's sort of, even though I'm not trading that, my subconscious is still somewhat impaired by it, and I think I need to step back from that and just keep it simple. And it's quite hard for me because my brain's always just like, whoa, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, this and that. I just think that I need to step back and go, what is the chart telling me? And I do like to implement a catalyst, but I talk about that in the watch list. But other than that, that shouldn't be the main contributor. The main contributor should be like, what's going on with the chart, because the markets have not been respecting fundamentals very well. And I just need to be like, it is what it is in that sense, and I'll just pursue what I'm seeing instead of trying to, work out all these other factors that aren't, that is background. The main thing is what I'm seeing. And then there's a small component that I can add to it. But really, it's just, I need to keep it simple. So I understand this has probably been a little bit of dribble. I'd ask you to refer to my watch list as well. I've done that. I've done some back testing as well. And that's what I'll be looking for. I keep it quite clear and simple on what I'm looking for. And I've just got to sort of execute. And I think what I've been doing is I've been hesitant to execute, miss the main move, and get in too late. That's what I've been doing. Or I just don't get in completely, which is what happened with the Euro US dollar later in the week. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you for that. Happy trading, and this is the situation, guys. So this is the most recent update. The last few months had been positive as well, like January, February, and March. That's what's going on. I'll continue to persist, guys. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.